This had an interesting journey to our screens. Originally commissioned to...
Oh, I love it when he says stuff like that. And
What?
Yeah, no.
No, it makes us sound like more than an adequate podcast when you say stuff like that.
He raises the
it won't
level.
last very long. Originally scheduled to be on ITV Encore, it got moved very suddenly to ITV. Originally this week they were going to strip across the Hatton Garden drama starring Timothy Spall. That has been shelved, not cancelled. Apparently there's legal issues, that's what I've read, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
Somebody within the Hatton Garden community has,
So they've sort of rushed this Bancroft on instead over 4 nights. Originally, I'm sure it was going to be over 4 weeks on ITV Encore, so nobody would have seen it. This is a police procedural, stars Sarah Parish as the titular Bancroft. This strong female detective who, in the present day, is leading these raids on like this notorious drug lord of the area. Meanwhile, you've got Faye Marseille playing Kate, I think her character was called, who's this sort of ambitious younger copper who wants to be part of this team that's going out on the raid, but her male colleagues are being sort of promoted ahead of her or in favour of her, and she gets put on cold cases by Adrian Edmondson, oddly, who pops up in this brief.
Yeah, that's a weird bit of
Who
casting.
seems to be doing no work. When she goes into his office, he's just reading a book.
He was horrendous in this. Really like...
It was in Prey as well, wasn't
comedy. It was like comedy. It was like really crap.
She gets put on cold cases, and wouldn't you just know it, the cold case that she looks into...
The first one
was one where Bancroft was the first copper on the scene and finds this woman who's been stabbed. I think it was like 27 times or something like that. So she's sort of working with this forensic scientist trying to... This is Faye Marseille, while Bancroft realises she's working on this and is trying to sort of dissuade her from doing it. And there's insinuations you get that it's been covered up. You see that Kenneth Cranham, who oddly is also in the Hatton Garden thing, so he's getting paid whatever happens.
Got paid,
Yeah.
And he's sort of saying, "Oh, stay away from this. You don't want to sort of delve into it." We learn Bancroft is in line for a promotion with Art Malik is there as well. A lot of like supporting famous faces here. This was just very dull, quite a slog to get through. Nothing we haven't seen before. I thought Faye Marseille was all right. It's nice to see her almost taking the lead. Sarah Parish, I cannot now take seriously after Anna Ramsden.
I kept waiting for her to walk into a glass window.
Yes, absolutely, yes. No, absolutely not.
There were several scenes in this that were crunchingly awful. Particularly, it's all over the shop. The dialogue is absolutely shoddy. Art Malik's way of telling her that she might get a promotion is the most groaningly awful scene of television I've seen this year.
I like crunchingly and groaningly that. One thing I forgot to mention is at the beginning, during this like drugs raid and stuff, and she gets like scratched on her face, and then the scar seemed to move around her face.
Yeah, a lot of people picked up on that, and I don't know if this is continuity or not.
Well, it's not continuity because the scar moved.
Well, yeah, no, but is it a continuity mess up?
Probably.
The whole thing feels rushed. A lot of people said they kept waiting for AC-12 to turn up. And I think that's doing a disservice to Line of Duty.
Well, actually, if you look at the press...
I was doing just that.
They all look very Line of Duty, don't they?
This shouldn't have been made. Why are they making stuff of this low quality with decent performers doing terrible dialogue?
What decent performers are in it?
Well, Sarah Parish is usually a decent performer. She's done a lot of stuff in her past. Faye Marseille we've liked in other things. Fresh Meat springs to mind immediately.
But I've never really been a fan of Art Malik. And as you say, the AD...
He was in one scene!
Yeah.
No, but like, you know, it was such a terrible scene.
Some people are comparing it and saying ITV have got a new Line of Duty on their hands, and if you think that, you're a lunatic.
Oh, yeah, if you think this is anywhere near that, then please give up watching television now.
Yeah, just
you don't
go
deserve a TV.
Go home.
Load of rubbish.